Welcome back. In this video, I will discuss how to find TF-IDF for the given documents and how to find the cosine similarity for the query. Here we need to find the term frequency, inverse document frequency of the given documents. So these are the given documents. So once you find the term frequency and inverse document frequency, next we need to find the cosine similarity of the query fast car bike. To find the TF-IDF, we use the following formula, that is TF-IDF of T comma D, which is equal to TF of T comma D multiplied with IDF of T, where TF of T comma D is frequency of term T in a document D and IDF of T is the inverse document frequency of term T in all documents. So these are the given documents. First we need to find the term frequency. To find the term frequency, we need to collect the unique terms from all the documents. Here we can see that fast, car, highway, road and bike, wheel. These are the unique terms present in all the documents. We need to collect all the unique terms from all the documents and we need to arrange in the alphabetical order. That is what we can see here. So once you arrange the unique terms in alphabetical order, next we need to find the term frequency for each term. First I will consider bike with respect to document 1. So bike is not present in the document 1, so that the term frequency for bike with respect to document 1 is 0. Next one is car. Car is present in 2 times in the document 1, so it will become 2, and fast is present in once, highway is present in once, and road is present in once, so that will become 1 1 1, and wheel is not present in the document 1, so that will become 0. Similarly, I will find the term frequency for the remaining documents. So once you find the term frequency, next we need to find the IDF, that is inverse document frequency. To find the inverse document frequency, use the following formula, that is IDF of T, which is equal to log of n divided by df of T to the base 10. Here df of T is the document frequency of term T and n is the number of documents. So here we can see that number of documents are 4, so that n is equal to 4, and we need to calculate df of T and idf of T. First I will calculate the df of T with respect to bike. Df of T is nothing but the count of the document in which bike is present. Here we can see that bike is present in document 2 and bike is present in document 4, so that df of T with respect to bike is 2. So we know the df of T, we know the n value, so we will find the idf of T, which is equal to 0.3010. Next I will find the df of T with respect to car. So car is present in document 1, document 2 and document 4. So that df of T with respect to car is 3. So we will get the idf of T as 0.1249. Similarly, I will find the idf of T for the remaining terms. So once you find the IDF of T, next we need to find the TF-IDF of T comma D, which is nothing but multiplication of TF of T comma D and IDF of T. So we know the TF of T comma D and we know the IDF of T. So we need to multiply these two values. We will get the TF-IDF of T comma D. So first I will consider the bike. For the bike with respect to document 1, which is 0, multiplied with 0.3010, which is equal to 0. And for car with respect to document 1, which is 2, which is multiplied with 0.1249, which is equal to 0.2498. Similarly, I will find the remaining values of TF-IDF. Once you find the TF-IDF for all the terms, next we need to find the TF of T comma D for the query. So in the query we have the fast car bike. In the query, bike is present once, car is present once and fast is present twice. That is what I have written here. So here we need to find the TF-IDF of query. that is multiplication of TF of query multiplied with the IDF of T, that is 1 into 0.3010, which is equal to 0.3010, and 1 into 0.1249, which is equal to 0.1249, and similarly I will find the remaining values. Once you find the TF-IDF of the query, next we need to find the cosine similarity. To find the cosine similarity, we use the following formula, that is cosine similarity of D comma Q, which is equal to dot product of DQ divided by length of D multiplied with length of Q. Here first we will find the length of D and length of Q. Length of Q, which is equal to square root of sum of square of TF-IDF values. So that is 0.3010 square plus 0.1249 square plus 0.2498 square, and remaining are zeros. So we will get a length of Q which is equal to 0.4106. Similarly, we will find the length of D1, D2, D3 and D4. So once you find the length of all the documents and length of Q, next we need to find the cosine similarity of D1 comma Q, which is equal to D into Q divided by length of D into length of Q. So D into Q, which is 0 into 3.3010 plus 0.2498 into 0.1249 plus 0.1249 into 0.2498, and remaining values are 0, divided by length of D1, that is 0.5091 into length of Q, that is 0.4106. So once you simplify this one, we will get a cosine similarity of D1 comma Q, which is equal to 0.2985. So next we will find the cosine similarity of D2 comma Q, which is equal to 0.301 into 0.301 plus 0.249 into 0.1249 plus 0.249 into 0.2498, and remaining values are 0, divided by length of D2 into length of Q, which is equal to 0.9668. Similarly, we will find the cosine similarity of D2 comma Q and cosine similarity of D4 comma Q. So here the calculated cosine similarities are given. In this document 2 is having the 0.9668 value, which is the largest among all the documents cosine similarity values. So that we can conclude that document 2, that is car, bike, fast, is more similar to query fast, car, bike. This is how we can calculate the TF-IDF values and we can find the cosine similarity. I hope the concept of TF-IDF and cosine similarity is clear. If you like the video, do like and share with your friends. Press the subscribe button for more videos. Press the bell icon for regular updates. Thank you for watching.